Welcome. It's XLTE Dream Katcher, episode 59. So we're gonna get into the first video clip of the day.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
I like the direction, yeah, right? Some people are just like,
Appreciate it, man.
your person knows what he wants.
Thank you. And how would you help someone through a dark time in life, man?
How would I help someone in a dark time? Sometimes I think before you can change things on the inside, you need to look at things on the outside.
Yeah.
Just look at your surroundings, what's influencing you. Because sometimes you may not even realize that's happening.
Yeah.
So look at, we absorb everything. The people who are around, how we take care of ourselves, so look at that, and I think that's where you can start, and then I think on the inside that's going to help a little.
Yeah.
And be kind to yourself too, where I think we offer so much grace to other people.
Yeah.
And living things way beyond ourselves, and you need to allow that to happen.
And you're pretty much a superhero, man. So what superhero you consider yourself?
Are we talking like in a Marvel, DC kind of
Yeah.
way? Like who would I like?
Who would you be?
Yeah. Oh, I'm all about Ant-Man,
I love him.
Humble and making strength out of the smaller things, right?
Yeah.
And Paul Rudd is ageless, timeless.
Yeah.
I love him.
You're ageless too, man.
I know, I'm going to turn 75 next week.
Damn. I was going to say, that's crazy, bro.
I love to say that all the time. People are like, wait, what?
And how about, which Star Wars character would you be?
Oh, dude. Well, as a Romeo, I'd have to say Han Solo. But,
Yeah.
I'm down with the mystique around, Boba Fett. And,
Yeah.
And the connection to the Mandalorians. And,
do you have a guitar pick?
Oh, I don't, man. I wish I did. If I find one on the bus, I'll bring it out.
And last two.
Yeah.
Would you swim with the shark, swim with the whale, ride on Bigfoot's back?
Wait. Swim with the sharks, whales, or?
Ride on Bigfoot's back, or ride on a unicorn, or fly an eagle?
Well, what I would like to do is actually, let's take that eagle with the unicorn. How about more of a Pegasus?
Yeah.
Right? And saddle me up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how about words of encouragement for people who want to be a musician like you?
A magician, yeah. I have
A musician, I mean.
No,
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to now talk about my new side hustle, getting into magic.
Yeah.
I have a new online program. Getting into music, you need to play because you love it.
Yeah.
Don't think because we now see people that sing for 5 minutes on TV and they become stars for 15 minutes. Some of those people that do that because they do love the music.
Yeah.
But you need to do it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You're looking for long term and why you do it. But whether you can be just playing for thousands of people, that's fine. But if you can just close your eyes in the moment, you feel that magic of music. I think it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Brandon Campbell of backing vocalist Neon Trees. And the reason why I asked him the superhero question is because he always has a son with him. So, I consider anybody who has, son or daughter a real life superhero. And so that's why I was asking that question. To me, he's definitely a superhero. He's done a lot for his community, and he's a great person. Check out Neon Trees and the next video. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. How would you help someone through a dark time in life?
If someone called me,
Yeah.
said they were going through something desperate, I would say, well, make sure it's not that desperate where you don't need to be checked in somewhere.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'd make an inventory of everything that's going on that's positive in your life
Yeah.
and focus on that. I'd listen to good music, and I would meditate, and I would go for long walks.
Yeah.
And pump up your activity level, get more cardio.
Yeah.
I'd eat really good food, and I'd get really good rest. And confide in people that you trust.
And how about your worst fear?
My worst fear?
Yeah.
Jeez. Seeing an alien.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah. I would not want to see one of those face to face.
That would be pretty scary.
It's an irrational fear.
Yeah.
But, like if I was in my house by myself and an alien peeked in,
Yeah.
that would freak me out pretty bad.
Yeah?
There you go, yeah.
And how did you two meet?
We're actually neighbors. Heather was in the band first, right?
Yeah.
So
My wife plays.
Oh,
My
nice.
friend's a French horn player,
Yeah.
and she was in the band, and then we were looking for a percussion player, and Kelly is a trained, accomplished percussionist,
Yeah.
and so he joined, and then it turned out we moved into their neighborhood.
Yeah.
They were already living, and we don't live that close to each other in the neighborhood, but I would consider him one of my best neighbors.
Yeah.
So like family then?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Our kids are friends.
We go on bike rides.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Cool.
And how about who would you be, man? Godzilla or King Kong?
Oh, Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The films are amazing.
Yeah, I grew up with both, but Godzilla was cool. My son's got an affection for Godzilla too, so
Yeah.
yeah, I go with Godzilla.
And when you formed this Van versus Trippin' Daisy, what was the most hardest part going from that to that?
Oh, sharing a stage with 4 or 5 people is a lot different than sharing a stage with 20 some people.
Yeah.
It's more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's the hardest thing for sure.
And how about what wrestler would you collaborate with?
Wrestler.
Or UFC fighter? Yeah.
UFC. Oh man, I don't keep up with that so much anymore. When I was paying attention to wrestling, it was like Hulk Hogan and Mr. T, Rowdy Piper, Andre the Giant. But no, I don't know if I'd identify with any of them. UFC fighter. And there's always someone new coming through too. I don't know. I'm gonna defer on that one. If you
Yeah?
don't mind. Yeah.
And how about words of encouragement for people who want to be a musician like you?
Don't stop. Pick something you want to do and do it every day.
Yeah.
You have to. If you play a stringed instrument, you're gonna get calluses. It's gonna make you not want to keep going, but you gotta push through and keep doing it.
That's true.
And imagine that. You
yeah.
do something over and over again, you get better at it.
And
It's
then
not that hard.
you're a fan of country, so do you like the old school stuff more or the new school stuff? And who's your favorite country singer?
Oh man, I don't know if I'm that. Where did you find out I was, or where'd you hear I was a fan of country?
I could kind of tell from the the instrumentation of the music. Like there's
really?
elements there. Like I would say
don't
like Johnny
dislike-
Cash.
I don't dislike country,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I would consider myself a country fan. However, there's an old record. Actually, they're not a country band, but they did a country record. A band called the Birds.
Yeah.
From the '60s. They
I
did
remember them.
They did a record called "Sweetheart of the Rodeo." And
Yeah.
I would say that's probably my most liked thing that's in the country genre.
But you like Johnny Cash though too, right?
Yeah, I don't dislike it. I'm not subscribed to it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but yeah, I would say old school country for sure.
Yeah.
If I had to pick between the two,
And how would you change the world?
how would it change the world? Birth control and sexual education.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah.
And you've been around the world. Any experience you traveled like in other countries that you couldn't experience in USA, like that changed your life?
Polyphonic Spree or faction of it got to go to Africa,
Wow.
to Uganda.
Nice.
And we went in the more rural area, and that was eye-opening. People, it's hard living out there, but they have a good attitude about it, and I think it's because they just accept the reality of what's happening.
Yeah.
They don't have paved roads. They might have to walk, 3 miles to get water. And there's, as much as they would want change, they know it's not going to happen easily.
Yeah.
So they just accept it. And to be honest, everybody we met there was very positive, and they seemed genuinely happy, despite the fact that they live in a more challenging society or environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which cartoon character would you be?
That's a good one. What cartoon character? Damn, that's a good one. Like from the classic stuff.
Yeah.
I think the Roadrunner's pretty cool.
Oh, he is amazing.
Yeah.
He's remarkable.
I'd go with the Roadrunner.
And what's your dream collaboration with a musician alive or dead? It doesn't have to be rock music; it could be any style of music.
Dream collaboration. With just one musician?
It could be a band.
A band? I'd have to go with filling in for John Entwistle.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And how would you say like life is on the road versus like back at home? Like what would you say is the biggest difference?
Well, I have children.
Yeah.
I have two beautiful children. I've got a 10-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son.
Yeah.
And that's a big difference.
Ain't your wife in the band too?
She is, but she had to stay home with our kids.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more, in some ways, peace and quiet.
Yeah.
You know, some of it warranted and welcomed, and some of it I do miss my children. But I'm going to see them in about a week, or less than a week, so
yeah,
it's not that bad. We're only out for about 2.5 weeks, so
wow.
It's not that bad. And I don't know, there's something nice about missing someone too. You know,
yeah.
You know, missing family. You come home, you can appreciate things more. You know, and same thing. We haven't toured in a while, and sometimes the touring can be a grind. So I think the moral of the story is everything's like a sine wave, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get something and you get too much of it and you're tired of that, and then you want to have a break from it. It's like, if you like pizza,
yeah.
What if someone told you you had to eat pizza all the time?
Yeah.
You'd get tired of pizza after a while, so it's good that you don't get to have pizza all the time.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And then last one, who do you want to be the next leader of USA?
Out of anybody that's out there?
Yeah, or like for the
the
election.
two?
Yeah.
I'm not a Trump fan. I'll say that. And jury's still out for me with Kamala.
Yeah.
I have to see a little bit more of what's going on with her and policies and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm undecided at this point.
Yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate it. Thank
Yep.
you for all the inspiration.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So that was the backing vocalist of Trippin' Daisy and Polyphonic Spree, Mark. Damn it, how you say the name again? Puro. And yeah, he's inspiration. And usually his wife's in the band, but she's back home taking care of the kids. But originally, that's how they formed. His wife's in the band, and then the other singer, Tim DeLaughter. Usually his wife's in the band too, but his daughter was filling in. But they're kind of got a Beatles meet Monkeys vibe. So the next video we're on. Shannon! Shannon! Picture, bro! Yeah! Thank you! Hey, good, you picture, bro! Thank you! Woo! Yeah! The whole band! Yeah! Can I have the sound list? Can I have the sound list?
Yes, back up.
Thank you! Woo! Oh, yeah! Yeah. So I got to go on stage with 30 Seconds to Mars, and Jared Leto, the lead singer, is known for Requiem for a Dream and Joker and a whole bunch of other films. So it was really iconic. Also, he's a model too, and civil rights activist because he's protested against a lot of things, especially climate change. Also, his music has very strong message. So it was amazing to be on stage with them, and then I got to meet them. But yeah, they're really, really down to earth and just a great, great band. And then I love how they incorporate that within their performance, where they let the fans on stage. I feel like it helps you connect with the band to a closer, intimate level. And to me, because of that, from here on out, I want to spend more money on them. Because they do appreciate the fans. A lot of bands on stage say they appreciate the fans, but they don't go the extra mile. 30 Seconds to Mars go the extra mile, and if you're lucky enough, you get on stage with them. But it's a great experience, and there's nothing like that in the world. And I'm excited about Jared Leto. He's got a lot of new movies in the pipeline. I'm excited about the new album for next 3 years that comes out from 30 Seconds to Mars, whenever the next one comes out. But the current one, Seasons, is a remarkable album. It's like a pop R&B alternative mix. But I feel like they've always made great music. They're a remarkable band. And I'm gonna get into this this photo. So supposedly, I guess we're gonna have a second moon. So I don't know, what that's all about. And
Asteroid.
yeah, it's an asteroid. So it's interesting. I don't know if it's gonna affect any weather or if it's gonna you know, I don't know what's gonna happen. It's really interesting though.
It happens all the time.
Yeah. But when was the last time this happened?
I don't remember how many times it turns around
Yeah.
or when it turns around, but it's caught in a loop.
Yeah.
So it orbits around a certain path, and every now and then it comes back and it's caught into our system. So
It's really cool though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very futuristic to have a second moon. That's gonna be cool for photos. It's be awesome.
yeah. It's just an asteroid, though.
Yeah.
It's just a really big asteroid.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's just a big rock.
And then the next one I'm gonna get into the next photo.
There you go.
So recently, I got to go on my first plane ride. It was September 14th, and I had a layover in Dallas, Texas. So then to Atlanta, Georgia, and then of course the one in Atlanta, Georgia, back to Phoenix. What I noticed is back in the days, the planes are more cushier and a lot more comfortable than today. Today the seats are not really that comfortable anymore. And my first plane experience is it's kind of hard to get used to the landing and the takeoff. It's a really weird feeling. But once you're in the air, it seems pretty smooth once you're in the air. But you know, the time up there is like it's wild because food and soda taste different up there, but the time just seems to go on unlimited up there. 2 hours, 4 hours. It could feel like, I don't know, it could feel like a whole day went by, because the time is just so different up there. But I feel like what they should do with planes again is make them more comfortable like they did back in the days. Because back in the days, as you can see, the seat's more comfier, and it's not the case anymore. They just kind of I would say the seats are very equivalent to a a state bus, like a Flix bus or Greyhound bus. And I feel like if you're going to be on there for long hours at time, you need more comfortable seats. But I feel like improvements that planes could do is make it so the takeoff and the land off that that you can't really feel it. And I think that would just be better improvements, because when you feel the the takeoff, you do feel it. It's a weird feeling, and then when you land, it's like kind of like driving in a fast car because like the wheel goes really really fast. But once you're in the air, it's pretty nice, pretty smooth. It's kind of like a bus. I mean, I did for Dallas run into turbulence, and turbulence really sucks. That's not really fun, but it's cool to look out there and you see the view of the city and the state and the sky because it looks so different. Um, but yeah, I mean that's cool when you look out the window. But I feel like eventually they definitely need to do improvements where they fix where you can't feel the takeoff and the landing and give us some better seats again. I think that'd be amazing, and maybe eventually, you know, maybe put a movie theater in there, or something like that. That'd be kind of cool, because I know they did that back in the days. Because back in the days they had a lot more entertainment, and you need that entertainment to help you forget, to make you forget and let time pass by.
You didn't have the TVs in the seats.
No, there was no TVs in the seats. There, you had to sign into it like download an app, and then you could watch movies on there. And I watched a few movies. I think was a dog opera or something, and I saw the TV glow with it was with Justice Smith from Detective Pikachu, and he was in a lot of other movies too. And he's really making a huge come up as an actor, a really really huge come up. He was also in Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, he's been in a lot of movies lately, but he's a great actor. And yeah, I think there might have been one other film I watched too. Yeah, I know. I think it was just them too. But oh yeah, I think the other one was All the Turtles Drown or something like that. It was an interesting movie about a girl with OCD and how she deals with it. I think they should definitely continue making movies like that. That have a message like that where people can relate to it, because OCD disorder is a really big thing and it's tough to get through sometimes. But yeah, no, they didn't have no screens on there. Like I said, the seats, they need improvement on there, and they need to do that again. Have TV screens on the seats, because when you're on there long periods of time, you want to do whatever you can to take your mind off that you're in the air, because you don't really want to think about that, because that's like it gets anxiety. Because you're in a car, yeah, you're in a car, but when you're in the air, you don't want to really think about that, and yeah, I mean, I'll do more flights again. It's just it's really it's tough to get used to that, really. And I think down the road maybe they can make improvements for the seats, and so you can't feel the takeoff and the landing. I think that would be a lot better, because then you wouldn't even notice it. That would be really really good on planes. But hopefully they will get better seats one day. And unfortunately, I know lately, the craziest thing about the layover is, when we got there, we couldn't get on another plane because the other one was broken down. So, unfortunately, they do need to make improvements on planes regardless, with the malfunctions lately. And there's been a lot of planes that have been malfunctioning. So it's definitely a Zyte thing, But really, what got me through flying, honestly, I was just praying to God, that it'd be okay, because it's an unpredictable thing. It's not something the outcome of, because you can't control it. You could control a car, for the most part. Obviously a bus, kind of same thing. It's a very similar thing, and just every time you get on a plane, it's just that's the thing about the feeling about it. It's unpredictable, and it feels good once you get off, because then you don't have to worry about it, because you're in the sky, but malfunctions could happen, and you don't ever want to go through that at all. That's just something you don't want to go through, because that's just really terrifying. I've heard stories where the door hinge came off, and I think in the future all these issues definitely could be fixed. But when they say it's the safest form of travel, I think it's definitely a safe form of travel. But I still think my favorite form of traveling is in a car or on a bus. I've been in a cruise ship before, and that was actually really safe. That was really more entertainment based, because you had a casino on there, you had a mall on there, you had clubs on there, you had karaoke on there. So you had things to take your mind that you were on the ocean. And I think that if planes would be more like that, it would be more it'd be more better for everybody, because it's just all you got is seats, and then you have a phone app. And that's the thing, usually most movies are not like 4 to 5 hours. Most flights to certain places, it could be like 4 to 5 hour flight, and usually a typical movie might last an hour to 2 hours. But it's good to you know go places you want. Like my experience in Atlanta, Georgia was amazing. I got to go to the Coke Museum, Adult Swim headquarters, and the Mall, Georgia. And the people were nothing but kind. When I got down there, I got a discount for the Coke Museum because what happened was this guy, he had 2 extra tickets, and I got them cheaper than I would have online or at the window. So that was a cool experience. It really, really was a great experience. I checked out the Centennial Park, the Olympic Park over there, and it was amazing. The weather was a lot more breezier. It was a good experience. I love Georgia. It's an amazing place. Alpharetta, Budford, and Atlanta, the cities I got to check out. I didn't get to check out any other cities, but hopefully one day. I know they had a trap museum. I ran out of time, so I didn't get to go there. TI just opened it up, so you should definitely check that out, because that's a remarkable, remarkable museum of culture, of the rap culture. Um, and I think that's cool what he did, that he opened up a museum like that. Suppose, I guess, Rick Ross uh once a year has a big car show out there. I haven't checked that out yet. I know they did the Fried Tomato movie over there. I haven't seen that, but they have the location over there, and they have the Stranger Things location stuff over there. I didn't get to check out. There's a lot of stuff I didn't get to check out because it's like, you'll only have so much time, and these things take a lot of time. But I will say Coke Museum had a lot of cool merch, the cool shirts, the cool hats. Um, they had some jammy pants, they have some shorts. It was a really cool experience, all in all. But yeah, so what's the next show that's coming up?
THC.
THC. Appreciate it. It's been XLTE Dream Katcher with Bar Entertainment, episode 59. Jesus be with you. Thank you for watching. Thank you.